Hi, everyone. I'm Todd Carr, Director of Training and Technology with the IDOA Procurement Division. No doubt everyone has heard by now that an upgrade to PeopleSoft version 9.2 is coming our way, and thinking about where we're headed got me to thinking about where we started, and wow, have we come a long way. I actually worked with the original implementation team, and it was all completely new to all of us back then. I remember we were working hard to get it up and running because the system we had in place wasn't Y2K compliant. There's a blast from the past. Fortunately, we made it before the year 2000. We went live in September of 1999, starting just with purchasing and accounting and only with a few select agencies. We were PeopleSoft way before it was cool. Anyone who remembers those days might also remember that we started with version 7. That was back before it was web-based. Back then, it looked so different than it does today. The pages were called panels. System performance in those days was rough too. You'd spend a lot of time waiting to get in or even just navigate between the panels. If anyone remembers anything from those days, though, it has to be Sparky. Sparky the dog. He was a button you clicked on to retrieve or fetch more info from the application. He was pretty famous around here back then. I think we were all a little sad when he disappeared in a later version. Hopefully Oracle found him a good home. Maybe he's on a big farm somewhere where he's got a lot of room to chase things and play fetch. The financials application continued to roll out and expand over the years, but the next really big milestone was probably in 2009 when the Auditor State's Office adopted PeopleSoft as the state's official book of record. I think we were using version 8.9 at the time, and it was a huge project that really unified all of us with one application. In 2012, we upgraded from the version 8.9 to 9.1, which of course is what we have today. Any version upgrade is a big undertaking, but when it was all said and done, there were a lot of similarities between the two. There were changes and enhancements, but it didn't take us too long to adjust to it. Getting comfortable with 9.2 might take us a little longer because although there are still lots of similarities with what we're used to now, the look and feel is very different. It's kind of like when you get a new car. You know it has headlights, but how do you turn them on? How do you adjust the seat so you're not sitting so far back? Where is the cup holder? It's the same kind of thing. This particular upgrade is especially interesting and kind of exciting, not just because of new features or functionality, but because it's the last version upgrade we'll ever do. It doesn't mean that we won't ever see new things or advancements. It's because the model for applying fixes and enhancements will change. We won't have to upgrade the entire application all at the same time. It's really pretty slick. Using the PeopleSoft Update Manager, or PUMs as they're called, we can choose to add or update things to suit our needs and priorities. It gives us way more flexibility than we've ever had before, and it eliminates the stress and the time and the cost of a huge upgrade like we're doing right now. To prepare for the future, moving to the PUM model, the business owners were asked to review every single modification and customization that was ever applied in each of their modules. If you were following along in the history lesson at the beginning, that's going back 20 years for purchasing. To help us think through of all of this, we hired a consulting company to research and analyze how we use the application now. And based on what they found, they made some recommendations about managing our requirements and using the delivered functionality and trying to eliminate those modifications. Those folks were experts with PeopleSoft, and they were really, really helpful in helping us see how we could do some things differently and still accomplish the exact same thing. All that said, along with the new look and feel of the 9.2 application, some of the things we've gotten used to over the last 6 or 7 years have been changed or removed. That's really what this presentation is all about. We want to talk through these things with you and show you what's different. We want you to feel comfortable with what's coming and know what to expect. There's a lot to soak up, but it's all good stuff, I promise. We're going to do our best to help make it as painless as possible.